Hello everyone. On this occasion, I will present the result of my research of the effect of wave transformation on jetty structure in Bojong Soleil Estuary, Pangandaran Regency. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Rizky Noverian Agata as a presenter here. Uh, Next is the author. This is the author for the research. Uh, First is me, Muhammad Rizky Noverian Agata, from Master Study Program of Water Resource Management, Civil Engineering Study Program, Faculty of Civil and Environmental Engineering, Bandung Institute of Technology. And then there are Indratmo, Yadi Suryadi, Eka Oktarianto Nugroho, and Widyaning Tias from Water Resource Engineering Research Group, Civil Engineering Study Program, Faculty of Civil Engineering and Environmental, Bandung Institute of Technology. The last is Ritular from Ministry of Public Works and Housing of Republic of Indonesia. The outline for the research is four. First is background to the problem, and then methods, and then the third is research result, and the last is the conclusion. Background to the problem. Bojong Salawe Estuary is a place for the flow of shipping traffic for fishermen. The estuary is located on the south coast of Java, which has a very large wave influence. The situation of the large wave influence is make a difficulty for fishermen doing activity. So for this reason, the Ministry of Public Works and Housing is built the jetty on the both sides of estuary. As seen in the video, there are several fishermen is going out to the sea from the estuary. Fishermen have difficulty carrying out activities when he go out or go inside through estuary because the influence of the sea wave. The sea wave is very high from the east and southeast. And then the research of the location, Bojong Salau Estuary is one of the estuaries in the Pangandaran Bay, precisely in the western part. As you can see, this is Pangandaran Bay in the south of Java, exactly in the West Java province. In this Pangandaran Bay, there is a Bojong Salau Estuary here in the western part of the Pangandaran Bay. The Bojong Salau Estuary is confluence between three rivers. First is the green line is Cijulang River, and then the second is the red line is Cijalu River, and then the third is the yellow line is Cialit River. Both of the three river is confluence in the Muara in the Bojong Salau Estuary. In this Cialit River, there are a fishing village is located in the riverside of the Cialit River. Every day the fisherman is going to the sea to doing this activity. The next is the method of the research. The study aims to analyze the influence of jetty on wave transformation. The analysis was carried out using two scenarios. The first is modeling estuary without jetty, and then the second is modeling estuary with two jetty on both sides. The modeling was done using DHIS Max Zero Cost NC software to analyze wave transformation. And then this is a flowchart of the methodology. The first, we get a rainfall data and discharge data. And then we doing hydrological analysis to carry out the synthetic unit hydrograph. And then the second is tidal data. Tidal data, we doing tidal analysis and we got the tidal harmonic constant. The third, we get a wind data and wave data. So we doing wave analysis from wind data and wave data, and we got the wave height return period. From the synthetic unit hydrograph, tidal harmonic constant and wave height return period, we got a significant wave height in this estuary. The next is research result. The research for hydrological and tidal analysis. The first is hydrological. This is a synthetic unit hydrograph of Cijulang River, Cialit River, and Cijalu River. The red line is flow hydrograph for Cijulang River, and then the yellow one is for Cijalu River, and then the green line is for Cialit River. The synthetic unit hydrograph here we use 50 years return period for the modeling. And then the next is tidal analysis. The tidal analysis is we got constituent, amplitude, and phase lag. And from the constituent, amplitude, and phase lag, we got elevation from each condition. The first is highest high water level is 1.40 meter, and then mean high water spring is 1.23 meter, and then mean high water level is 0.82 meter, and then mean sea level is 0.34 meter, and then mean low water level is minus 0.13 meter, and then mean low water spring is minus 0.43 meter, and then the last is lowest level water is minus 0.54 meter. This is a graph of a prediction tidal and the observed tidal. The red line is for predicted level, and then the blue one is observed level. In this graph we can get conclusion that the data can be used for the modeling. And then the next is wave analysis. From wind and wave analysis we got windrows. For wind analysis, it was found that dominant direction of wind rose from east and southwest. And then the wave rose analysis, it was found that dominant direction of wave rose from east and southeast too. And then from wave rose and wind rose, we doing a return period analysis. So we got return period of each years from wave analysis. You can see that this is a return period from 2, 5, 10, 25, 50, and 10 years. In this case, we use 50 years return period to the modeling. This is a scenario of the wave transformation analysis. The scenario 1 is without jetty, and then the scenario 2 with jetty. The jetty structure using field measurement data from related agency to the model for modeling. And then the wave transformation analysis from the results analysis using Mach Zero Cos NC software, it can be seen that the jetty structure can reduce the significant wave height that occurs. As you can see, the red line is wave height without jetty. It's about around 0.5 to almost 0.8 wave height in meter. And then the green line is with jetty, the wave is around 0.1 to 0.3 meter for the significant wave height. So the decrease of significant wave height approximately by 70%. From the analysis before, we get conclusion. The first is the jetty structure has significant influence on wave transformation. And then the second is from the result of the analysis that has been done, it was found that there is a significant decrease in wave height due to the jetty structure. The decrease significant wave height which occurs by about 70%. With the jetty structure, fishermen can easily and safely move around the Bojong Salawe. This is our research for the Borobudur International Symposium. Thank you for your attention.